The whole idea that Interkultur does is amazing because it's people coming from all over the world. And not just like the United States or like Europe, it's everywhere that you could possibly think of. They come here for one reason, and that's free music.
Just the fact that it is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to go overseas and not only represent our group, but the United States is huge.
We're in this huge auditorium that's 3 stories high. Everybody is like surrounding. There's all these different countries doing chants.
Everybody in the entire 3-story theater was all singing songs together. That was awesome.
Like that night was absolutely amazing. Like it was maybe the most rewarding experience I've ever felt.
Probably one of the most memorable things that we have done thus far with my being here. I felt like that this was an opportunity for us to participate in something that would really help bring the name of Ball State University into a wider scope and presence in the international choral community.
Getting to Chicago, I think, was a big relief for everyone because we actually knew that we were like going to China.
The flight was, 14 hours? When I was going into it, I was like, oh, that's nothing, because I've done like 36-hour car rides. So I was like, oh, this is nothing. Like, I can sit on a plane for 14 hours. And then I realized that you don't stop on a plane. The first day was actually really exciting because that was the first time we went to the Xinghai Conservatory of Music.
I think that Interkultur also did a great job of welcoming everyone with the flags that were hung. I think that was just absolutely just amazing to see. And it really put into perspective for me of how many people are here and how many different countries are represented, that I think as Americans we maybe become a little like, you know, is it ethnocentric? Ethnocentric? To where like we think like it's just our world and everyone else is living in it. I think that just to see all of those other people, it really put into perspective. There are thousands, millions of other people, and it's just amazing that they all share the same interests that we do.
I always say to everyone, it was so much. There was so much of everything. There was parts that were amazing. There were parts that were difficult, but it was so much. And there was a lot of things going on, a lot of people, a lot of experiences all coming at you at the same time. It was really hard to kind of take it in.
There were many different things that we did as a group that we would not normally do here. We were asked to perform as part of the larger festival chorus, and I felt like that was an important opportunity because my students would be put in a situation where they would be singing music that they typically would not perform, singing in different languages, performing with a large orchestra, performing side by side with people from other cultures and other parts of the world. And you know, making music the common thread, I felt was a great way for them to be able to experience this, and also to work with a world-renowned conductor.
Look, we are very far from Africa. Please believe me, if there's no
him just going like that,
Yeah.
kind of just like
It
knew
was
what
interesting.
what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
A lot of them like use their bodies a lot more.
Trombone, everybody, please help us to have this unbelievable offbeat feeling. The whole jazz is born in Africa.
Other international level, high-profile performers is always something that I think is really important for them to be exposed to.
The Hungarian piano player, Havasi, I think his name was. He literally was shredding the piano. Like, there's no other word to describe that.
Well, and
So
it just
good.
like in his movements, you could just tell how dedicated to the
Oh,
voice
yeah.
he was, and it was exciting just to watch him, not to listen
Right.
to music,
Right.
but just
I
to
love
watch
that.
him play.
And you could just
Love
like
that.
feel the energy like
Yeah.
pulsing out of him like into the keys.
So we'll leave at 8. We'll have lunch somewhere. We haven't figured that out yet. Then we'll go to the TV tower.
I don't know honestly what we would have done without Thomas or Richie.
Oh, they were so important to everything.
Yeah, Thomas was just like, be here now, and if you're not here, we're leaving you. And you knew he would leave you.
Even, but here's the deal. Here's the cap on that one. Even if you didn't think it was that, your schedule says that we were leaving at 9 o'clock this morning.
There was never a 2:45.
There was never a 3:45 call.
Richie, whenever we had to try to communicate with someone from China, it was just like, hey Richie, Richie. And then he'd come up and like save the day.
So we'll get on the bus, 1:45.
We became friends with him. We became friends with Richie, and like we got to know him like on a personal level. And he got to know us on a personal level, and we taught him things, he taught us things, and like that was what the impact was. Like that's why he gave that speech at the end, was because we had just become so close with him.
I love you, Ball State University singers. I love all of you guys, no matter who was older than me or younger than me, because I don't know whether you like China or not, but I was trying my best to give China the best vision to you, and I try my best to make your trip here comfortable, and I try my best to make you love China, also love me. And I have to tell you the truth is that you are the best foreigner I have ever met in China. Last 3 words. I love you.
I think we were really lucky to be there with this group. I don't think I would have had as much fun if I weren't with university singers in China. Yeah, and definitely this experience did bring us closer as not only just as a choir, but also as a cast, as an entire functioning operation with the Glee Club and the band and the tech, and needing to communicate with each other because we weren't always with the band, they weren't always with the tech, and so it made us more, I feel like it made us more professional, but it did also bring us, as far as friendship, yeah, you can't go through something like that, you can't have an experience like that and not become closer and stronger as a group.
They felt like, people are different, but they're also very much the same. And we were all there for a number of reasons, but there were a number of common sort of things. The one was, doing the big festival concert was a way for all of these different people from all different places to come together, and music was the common language. That's the one that we all are able to share and take part in without any sort of language barrier. We all speak that language, and we were all able to do it with a high level of proficiency, and so then the collaborative spirit was there immediately because we speak the language that's written on the page. We didn't have to have anyone translate it for us, and so we could get right to making art, which transcends, a lot of other problematic feelings and concerns and things across the board.